Hey there, AJ Beaber here. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's Thursday Night Thought. Tonight we're going to talk about what it means to claim your freedom even in the midst of limiting or confining circumstances. It can be done. And this week's message gives us the formula, and then I want to share with you a powerful story of its application. And the message is this: do not be intimidated or confused by your surroundings. You are free. Claim this freedom, letting go of past and present and future by letting your yes be yes and your no be no, thus honoring your truth to reveal more of who you are. There is nothing to hide. Now, this is a powerful message on its own, but it felt like there was almost a formula to it, right? Like, claim this freedom, letting go of past and present by letting your yes be yes and your no be no. So to me, it was all focused around this part of it. And quite honestly, I didn't have a lot of answers, so I asked for help, and this story came to me. And oh my goodness, did it open my eyes. So I want to share with you the story of how it is you can let your yes be yes or your no be no and claim your freedom in the midst of limiting circumstances. So there was a time in my life where I was working with a dance instructor, and I was creating this really special dance. And it was a metaphor of my life. This dance represented a piece of my past, my current reality, and then me stepping into my future and what it is that I wanted to accomplish. So it was a very big dance. And to me, it was like this dance between God and myself. And I had put months into this dance, my heart and soul. And I came to the last class before my performance, and I ended up having these experiences with my eyesight where I started to see flashes of light and different things going on around me. And it kind of scared me because, to give you a little background, years before that, I had ended up having a retinal detachment in my left eye where I started to go blind and ended up having to have surgery, and it took 2 different surgeries and just a ton of work. So you can imagine how precious my eyesight is to me. So I called up a doctor and I told her what was going on, and I went in to see her, and she said, well, I really think maybe this dance is too strenuous and you just need to stop this dance. And I said, well, and it didn't really sit with me at the time. And I said, well, is this your opinion or is this your medical opinion? And she said, well, this is your eyesight and you need to make the decision. When she said that just weighed on me really, really heavy, because I realized that I was in a situation where I had already committed to doing this dance the following week and performing it. I was scared because I had just found out about something that really put me in a confining position. It intimidated me. It confused the heck out of me because I didn't know what to do. So what I did in this situation, and what you can do in this situation if you ever find yourself in it, is go deeper and ask myself, should I do this dance? And I got a yes. And in this, I remember walking into the studio the day of my performance, and I looked at my instructor and I said, I don't care what happens here today. I am here to perform this dance, and it is by confirming the yes inside of me. That's all I'm here to do today. And I visualized this dance. I've seen this dance. I am going to do this dance. And so I did it. And it was one of the most freeing and amazing experiences I'd ever gone through in my life. In other words, I didn't experience that freedom until I actually became that yes. And that's powerful, because a lot of us think that our circumstances have to change and that we can't make decisions or be who we really truly are inside unless our circumstances are in the place we want them to be in. And it's not true. This story confirms that even in the midst of craziness, even when I was afraid that I was going to go blind, or that I was putting myself in peril, or that, I had all this shame and regret of, I spent all this time putting together this dance, I had to make a decision. And in that decision, by being my yes is how I was free of the past, present, and future, and I claimed it, and you can do the same. And one of the things that I think is really powerful about that story is that when we are being honest with ourselves, when we speak our truth, we know our truth, and we act on our truth, there's honesty in that. There's consistency in that. And that's the relationship that we can have with ourselves. But when we're not, and we're not being who it is that we say we are or think we are, then there's conflict around that. And it can feel really crazy because that's what dishonesty can be. But the beautiful part of it is we get to have that relationship with ourselves when we are being our truth, our yes or our no. So may that encourage and inspire you this week. And I look forward to sharing our next Thursday night thought together.